is my English book? No. Here it is. Hello, welcome. I'm going to show you a marvelous tiny book. It's a romantic book from the 19th century. Look at this beautiful purple color. As you can see here on the back, it is called the back in French. You can see the golden letters. It's written Book of Natural History. It is made of cardboard. Can you hear the sound of cardboard? It is stamped. It was a book, that kind of book, were offered to children as present, gift for Christmas or especially in school. Because they did a good work at school. This side is more purple. This side is less, and the back is less too. The color gone because of the light of the sun. In a library, you always show this side. There's an engraving, and the sound is good, don't you think? Let's open it. Pictures of animals, because it's a book of natural history, as I said. It comes from London, England, and it is from 1857. 1857. Look at this beautiful picture. And you have a lot of pictures of animals. I can show you several of them. Lion and tiger, jaguar and leopard. And you can see there is drawing, and after nothing, another ones, and nothing too, another one, and nothing. All the book, the first pages are like this. You have lynx, fox, hyena, wolf, hippopotamus, polar bear, rhinoceros, zebra, camel, canoe, horse, brown bear, reindeer, opossum, badger, beaver, etc., etc. Rabbit, squirrel. Look at this domestic cat. It's very curious and it looks wild, don't you think? Yeah. The rabbit, the squirrel. So now, let me read some descriptions. Okay. The Huluk. The Huluk inhabits the Garo Hills near Gualbara. The hair is a deep chocolate brown and the face is surrounded with a pale circle, most distinct on the forehead. An individual of this species, which belonged to Dr. Hallam, became so tame in a month that he would take hold of the doctor's hand and walk with him, would come at his call, sit himself on a chair by his side, and help himself to an egg or the wing of a chicken from his plate, without endangering any of the table furniture. He would lie down and allow the doctor on him. They live to the age of 25 or 20 years. Next, the fox. The fox, in great variety, is spread over every region except the torrid. In form, it resembles the dog in general. It is rather more than 2 feet long. The usual ground color of the European fox is dull reddish fawn. Artifices supplies the place of strength. He feeds on lambs, hares, or rabbits, but it is the greatest enemy to the poultry yard, which he often depopulates in one night, first killing a great number of the fools, and then carrying them off by repeated excursions. Very clever, very smart. In France and Italy, it does much damage to the vineyards, being very fond of grapes. His habitation is usually a hole in the earth, where his young is brought forth and his superfluous provisions stored up. The female produces but once a year, and seldom has more than 4 or 5 cubs as a litter. Evening is coming, so I'm going to continue the reading of this book in the library. The wolf is common both to the old and new world, particularly in the immense forests and cold regions of the north. They have been extirpated from the British Isles. Nothing is heard of them in English subsequently to the reign of Edward I. The last was killed in Scotland by Sir Owen Cameron of Lochiel, 1680. They were not extinct in Ireland till after 1710. The wolf is about 3.5 feet in length, and his height about 2.5. Both externally and internally resembles the dog, only gaunt and emaciated, with a fiercer and more savage aspect. His common color is a mixture of black, brown and grey, but some inclined to yellow. He is a strong and agile, but cruel, cunning and cowardly. When pressed with anger, however, he becomes daring and ferocious, approaches the dwelling of man, and carries away sheep, lambs, and even sometimes dogs, which he throws over his shoulder and bears off without allowing their bodies to touch the ground. Nor, if his necessities are severe, will he hesitate to attack women, children, or man himself. He is in generally a solitary animal, and partly nocturnal in his habits, but frequently associates for the sake of plunder. And in winter, during day, a whole pack of wolves will attack a carriage in Poland while passing along. The horses are commonly the first victims, though an anecdote which commemorates the generous resolution of her servant proves that they occasionally give the uncoveted preference to men. A gentleman was travelling with his valet de chambre in a sledge through one of these dreary forests when they were suddenly attacked by a number of wolves who leaped furiously at the carriage. The servant, who instantly saw that one of them at least must perish, exclaimed, "Protect my wife and children," and instantly leaped into the midst of them. His master drove wildly on and escaped. This is the end.